Why are we shaming power bottoms? Like,
No.
you tops need them.
I mean,
we serve a purpose in the community.
hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Holding Space with Tracy E. Gilchrist. This is something I've wanted to do when I first went viral for holding space with the lyrics of Defying Gravity in an interview with Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. I'm someone who was an actor, and I've long admired artists, and I love hearing people's stories, especially when that work has a message. And I've been uplifting those voices for years, mostly in queer media. So 2 days after the 2024 presidential election, I wanted to ask about how a song like Defying Gravity can change over time or under particular circumstances. I have those things in my life that give me inspiration or solace or some laughter. So with Holding Space with Tracy E. Gilchrist, in this longer form interview, we're going to have some thoughtful conversations and some fun with artists and performers. Something that came out of this moment that I particularly love is a community of people who loved it for one reason or another. I have held more fingers this year than I can count, and I've listened to people's experiences of that sincere, campy, wild moment. It has meant the world to me. So thank you to all of you for being there, and I hope you'll take this ride with me as well. My first guest, I am so excited to announce, is an actor, a Broadway darling, and a pop star, and an advocate for LGBTQ+ causes. This year, he released his first album, Hotel Rock Bottom. We get into the album, sobriety, power bottom anthems, and being a protective big brother to Ariana Grande. I am honored and grateful to introduce Frankie Grande. Let's go hold some space. Frankie Grande, thank you so much for being my first guest. I'm so
honored.
I am honored.
I'm so honored. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm your first guest on Holding Space with Tracy E. Gilchrist. Are you kidding?
And I did my hair like yours just for the occasion.
We're twinning. Look at us. Yeah, just for the occasion. I've never seen that style on you before. Brand
never
new.
Seen it. Never done it before. So we are holding space, which is, a variety of things, right? So one thing that I really want to lean into is kind of getting to the core of things. And I want to ask you, because it's been a tough year in a lot of ways. It's been a great year for some. It's been tough. How are you doing truly?
Truly? Yeah. That's a great question. I think I'm at a difficult point, actually. I think I have a little bit of the fry. So I'm a person who is always giving of my light and my love and my energy. And so when there is darkness around, I try to amplify my own abilities, my superpowers, if you will, to brighten the darkness. But eventually my actual source of energy becomes diminished itself.
Yes. Yeah.
And it gets harder for me to do that for others. And I just recently, literally last week, there's hit a point where I was no longer being able to be of service to other people. And I realized okay, you need to take a break. You need to take a pause. You need to look at you need to get some self-care in your life so that you can get back. You got to put the oxygen mask on yourself.
Right.
So that I can go back to helping others. And so I think I did pretty well. We're almost a year into this administration before I have felt the full fry.
Right. There's that. And then you put out an album.
And I put out an album and I've been there for my family and flying all over the world for Wicked and being there with my sister. And it's just been I haven't stopped working. And I think that is, I'm so blessed that I have these opportunities. I love to work, but I will work myself into the grave if I don't realize when the engine light is on. The engine light's on. Yeah. So I purposefully am taking 5 days off next week.
Okay, and what do you
5 whole days.
What do you have planned?
I'm gonna sit on the couch with my husband and my puppy and watch Welcome to Derry, because we love horror. Yeah, we've been dying to watch this. We're gonna watch the Squid Games, the challenge finale. We're gonna finish Physical Asia. We're gonna watch Welcome to Derry, and I'm not gonna leave my apartment. I'm just gonna chill out. I mean, I'm going to prep a little bit for tour because I have to. But it's going to be in a healthy way, like a go to the gym way, like listen to my music and sing it in the shower kind of way. And in a way where I can build myself back up so that I can go back to doing what I love to do, which is, helping others.
Good. Well, thank you for that.
Thank you for that great, amazing opening question, especially during these times. Hello.
Well, we need to check in.
We have to
check in with each other because it's brutal.
Yes.
I mean, some people look like they're doing great, and it's just a lot going on.
Sure.
Under the surface.
For sure.
Yeah.
Instagram. Everything looks great on Instagram.
Looks so
Everything looks amazing. Oh my God, life is so great. I go to all these premieres and nothing happens in between.
That's right. I'm not struggling at all.
There's no life in between those red carpet photos.
Exactly. Thank you for that. And you mentioned the Wicked tour. So I just want to ask what that's been like to travel the world and watch your sister soar and see people react to her all over the world.
It's really beautiful. You're going to try and get me to cry. I know it.
I'm
not trying to get me to. I know. It might just happen. It's just been really beautiful to see her rise to a moment in her life.
Yeah.
Because, I remember her auditioning for this role and how seriously she took it. Yeah. And I remember her telling me that she booked it. And now the fact that we're here and the second film is out and she was nominated for an Oscar for the first film. And there's, all of this buzz for the second film. And it's just like, watching her rise to the occasion with such aplomb, I think that's the word.
It is a great word. I love that word.
She is really she's doing it. And watching her do it, I'm just very, very proud of her. Yeah. I'm just so proud of her. And she deserves it. She's worked so hard for it. And that's, I think, the thing that I also love that the world is finally seeing.
Yeah.
I think when they see like young pop star, they didn't work they didn't earn it, you don't see the hours that she spends on her looping machine in her bedroom when she's 13, 14, 15 years old and her writing songs and the way that she edited her YouTube videos and all those things. Like people just assume it happens overnight. Even with me, they're like, oh, you became famous overnight. And I was like, whoa, I was on Broadway for 10 years.
Yeah.
In the chorus, I was in the ensemble of Mamma Mia until my knees fell off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's like, no, it didn't happen overnight at all. And so it's like now seeing that she's getting the acknowledgement for her craft as an actor, that means so much to me. And because of how difficult it is to transition from the world of pop into the world of acting.
And to be taken seriously.
So many so many truly influential people in the business saying that she has succeeded, it means a great deal to me. And I know it will means a great deal to her, yeah.
I did see For Good this week, and she's just, everyone, but I'm so impressed.
I haven't changed for good.
I haven't changed for good.
Yeah, me too. It's truly remarkable. Yeah, no, her performance is unbelievable. Yeah. That last 45 minutes of hers. Oh my God. No spoilers, but
no, it's
like, whoa. She's a superhero.
We're going to be seeing more.
Is a superhero. Yeah, and it's really cool. Yeah, we'll be seeing more.
So good.
No spoilers.
I need to comment on this incredible outfit. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing whatever Mondo Melendez tells me to wear. He's sitting right over there. He's my best friend and he's my stylist. And he's just been a real amazing staple in this next phase of my fashion evolution. Yeah. Because I really, we sat down and I was like, this is now music Frankie. So I want it to feel different than, like Frankini Frankie, like from Big Brother Frankie, from my other eras. Like I really want to, step up my fashion game. And he's really helped me do that. And I'm so grateful. And that's what I always say, like when everyone's like, what are you wearing? I was like, actually, you should probably ask my stylist. I want to give him his flowers because he's the one that did all the work. I just am the canvas. So you can follow him at Mondo, MANDOH, thank you, on Instagram.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, I asked because you are being honored at the At 100 tonight. And this is not the outfit you're wearing, though. You have a second
I have a second
outfit, which
Yes.
has fewer threads.
Yes, it's less of an outfit. It's more of a fabric piece. No, okay, so I can talk about that piece.
This is what I
because-
would expect.
Yeah, so Kenneth Barlas designed that, and I know that because he did my wedding suit as well. So I do know I'm wearing Kenneth today, and it is like a very, very little. I just wanted to. It's out 100. I'm being honored for being one of the gayest people in the
Yes.
world and making
thank you
other
for
people
that.
gay. You know,
Yes.
I think that's what it is. Maybe I'll find out differently tonight.
Yeah.
But no, just inspiring other people to be themselves is my brand.
Right.
And so, what more can I do than wear very little clothing to inspire myself to be myself?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping you'd wear something sheer
Yeah,
for
I
me,
know.
but I'm liking the cleavage.
Isn't it
so
cool?
thank you.
I like it. I'm happy to be here. Inaugural, everyone.
I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have. When did I tell you this? Last year at Tidings.
You told me at Glad Tidings.
Glad Tidings last
And
year.
I have to say, I was so overwhelmed when I ran into you at that party. Like, my life was just completely overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I didn't recognize you, and I have been mortified for
I
a
love
year.
That makes me so. Well, I was also painted like a reindeer.
Yes, you were.
I was
should have
Rudolph.
been able to recognize you.
Like I didn't recognize it. I was like, yeah, well, I was in a face prosthetic, like looking
Yes.
like a Rudolph the reindeer. So it's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Totally fine. I forgive you for not
And-
knowing. I literally had antlers and like a red nose and like a huge sparkle eye, literally to just hang out with Kathy Hilton in her,
know, it was
her
fun.
like smoking lounge.
It was so cool.
It was so cool.
Yeah. And you were so sweet to me. I
Love
have
ya.
to say, yeah, thank you so much.
Well, I
means
was
a lot.
I meant it. I meant it.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, your life is going to get real big, but what you need to do is have a podcast called Holding Spaces.
Yes.
Holding Space with
Yeah.
Tracy E. Gilchrist, and here we are.
Here we are. You manifested this for me. Thank you.
No, I was like, you have to do this. I was like, you need your own show. So I'm really proud of you. This is
Thank
awesome.
you.
Really
Thank
awesome.
you.
And thank you for representing the community so beautifully.
You're really sweet.
It's
yeah,
hard. It's hard these days, you know? We gotta do
I
it.
know. I've been leaning in. I've held more fingers this year than I can.
Yes.
I mean, I'm a lesbian, but still.
Yeah, but you can hold my finger any day.
That's right. I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it's really powerful.
You have my powerful finger?
Yes.
Thank you. I have like the Italian sausage fingers. So there's a lot to hold.
I love that.
Yeah.
We love that.
They're
yeah.
thick.
Oh my God, Frankie.
Sorry.
Well, I wanted to ask you, as we talked a little bit about Wicked, but what's your relationship to Wicked?
Wow. Oh, great question. So I am a big fan of the book.
Yes.
And so I was in college and I read the book. And I was dating a boy at the time. His name was Joel. And for our like anniversary, I was like, I bought us tickets to Wicked. And so we drove into the city to go see Wicked on Broadway in previews. Hadn't even opened yet.
Oh, wow.
And I went there and I saw it. And of course, loved Kristen, loved Adina, loved Joel Grey. But I was so disappointed because it was so lighthearted, and the book is so
is
dark.
Yeah.
Very dark. And so I, as a fan of the book, I was like, well, they Disneyfied that. I was like, what a missed opportunity to make something dark. But I'm like a horror fan, so it makes sense that was my reaction. But of course, I loved the music and I loved the story. And so I went home and I was like to my mother and sister, I was like, you guys, we have to go see Wicked.
Yeah.
Like, we have to go see Wicked. You guys will love it. I was like, personally, as a fan of the book, I feel like they made it a little too bright and shimmery, but
Yeah.
I loved it. And, now in this, since then, I've become obsessed with the show and become obsessed with the music, and appreciate that the book and the musical are such separate entities. Now I can look at them separately, and especially now that there's the film,
Right.
which is now a third separate entity.
Right,
Because
which
it is
also
not
brings-
like the Broadway show at all.
And it brings back some of the darker elements.
It brings back some of the darker elements from the book, but again, it's a separate thing. So it's like the Broadway show is its own thing, and it should stay its own thing. The book is its own thing, and I think these films do exist completely on their own.
I agree.
And I think that obviously the first movie is more similar to the Broadway show than the second, where there's new songs and new plot lines, and we get to see Glinda's story flushed out and all that.
Yeah.
But I would say they're all three separate things, and I think that's also in and of itself what makes it so successful. And I think why the book, the play, and the film will ultimately all three be considered classics.
Yeah.
And not just one.
I know. What a world.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk to you a little more about your relationship to musical theater because you were on Broadway. You were in Mamma Mia. You were in Rock of Ages.
Yep.
You were recently, not so long ago, in Titanic.
Yes, ma'am.
And then in one of my favorite towns, you just played Frankenfurter.
Oh my God, how do you do? I see you met my faithful handyman. It's my favorite role. I love that role.
It's just a little brought down. Right?
Yes. Knocked.
So good.
Candyman. I did my accent.
It's such an iconic queer role.
It's the best, and I'm so glad that I got to play it. And you know, when I was researching to do Frank, I really didn't want to do Tim Curry's accent. You know, I wanted to do my own take on it. And so when I was thinking about it, like, what would he? I was also binging The Crown simultaneously, and I was like, when Frankenfurter came down from space, and he was watching all of this TV and watching all these movies because that's how he got all of his information about humans. Who would he want to be? And I was like, the Queen of England. Obviously. And so I just basically used her accent from The Crown when she's like, yes, you know, loyalty is...
Which one?
Comes,
Olivia? Claire
Foy. So I was using Claire Foy's accent from The Queen.
Well, we kind of are coming to my central question.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have a central question, which I did not prepare you for, but I think you're going to nail it.
Yeah, I don't like to know the questions anyway.
So, as you know, I went viral for talking about holding space with the lyrics of Defying Gravity. And what I was intending in that moment was, it was 2 days after the presidential election. Those lyrics were hitting in a different way.
Yes.
And giving some people some solace, some inspiration, maybe strength. So I wonder, would you talk about what your holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity is? Like, what is that piece of art, music, movie, TV, a book that shows up for you when you need it and maybe even changes meaning over time?
Oh, absolutely. That's a really beautiful question.
Thank you.
Oh my God. I feel like in my life, there's many things that I would say that kind of categorizes. There's been a couple times in my life where I didn't realize that I was doing it. So like, for instance, there's a song by Imogen Heap, who is like a big inspiration of mine. It's from a song called The Walk. So it's a song called The Walk, and I didn't understand the meaning of it. And I listened to it and I digested these lyrics and I was obsessed with them, but I didn't understand the meaning of it until I had a breakup. And she says, your eyelids bulldozed the life out of me. And I never understood that until I went through this breakup. And when that moment when I said, like, I need to break up with you, and like just that moment where his eyes were closed.
Yeah.
And like he was just kind of absorbing it and not quite understanding it. I was like, oh my God, letting your eyelids bulldoze the life out of me. That's what she's talking about. And it all clicked like in that moment. And it's like, especially with Imogen's work, I have found that songs that I've committed to memory, I don't fully understand until I'm exactly where she was when she wrote that song. And when I hit that spot, that sweet spot, it clicks. And the beauty about it is I don't feel alone anymore. I don't feel alone in my feelings anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's what holding space for Defying Gravity means.
Yeah.
At least to me, is that like a song that I have been singing my whole life, Defying Gravity. I never thought about it. Ever in my life did I think about it outside the context of Wicked. But then when you have a fascist president and we're talking about a government that is trying to overthrow the entire populace by the use of propaganda, like, and was just elected president of the United States and is papering the town with flyers that say kill the witch, you're like, holy shit, Defying Gravity is hitting so differently today. And I don't feel alone.
At the moment, this person who is an other comes into her full power.
Yes.
It's all there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so that, to me, I've had many moments, but I would say Imogen Heap's just in general catalog permanently lives inside my brain and hits differently at different times.
Well, I think that's a really good way to segue to the reason you're here.
Oh.
Well, one of the reasons you're here.
The reason.
You released an
Oh, yay!
And I have to say, a 15-track album.
I know, it was so unambitious.
Hotel Rock Bottom. And it is, I have to ask you.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you, I'm kind of going to toss this in here. I'm a child of the 80s.
Yes, good.
Yes. So
I already know where you're going, but go for it.
You are making this album.
Yeah.
It's so queer. It's so kind of anthemic in some ways,
Yes.
queer anthems. And I was really inspired when I was coming out by Erasure, Bronski Beat, Soft Cell.
Yep, sure.
And I wonder if those are any of your influences.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and like all those sounds like Eurythmics and like
I was just talking about Eurythmics.
Yes, of course, Eurythmics and you know a lot of David Bowie and you know George Michael. You know, like a lot of my vocal, the way that I wanted my voice to be captured, I was very much like let's try to do a George Michael record here with the way that my voice sounds at least. You know, and the places and the tones. You know, I sing a lot of it in the stratosphere, but like I really wanted to stay in like my lower resonance for a lot of the album, just because how much I love George Michael and how much he helped me to come out when I was a kid. And so thank you for saying that. I really just wanted to put a really queer piece out into the world, especially during this time, you know, just so that people are like, oh, there's still people that are really gay that are not dialing the dial back during this administration, that are not afraid to be themselves today. And if they're not afraid to be themselves today, and if they're going to go on Jimmy Fallon and do a number with two guys in a bed with harnesses on, great. Then the world might be okay, you know?
It's what we need in the world.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's got the balls to go do that, then I guess maybe we're okay.
Yeah.
And he's okay. So we're all okay.
survive.
So thank you for saying that. It means so much to me. And I'm glad you like the 80s references.
Yeah.
My next track, which is coming out on December 5th, it's called I Don't Remember It. It's a single, as really 80s. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. It's really
I cannot
great.
wait.
I'll tell you, can I just tell you the premise? Because I think you're going to like it.
Yeah.
So when I went to prom with a girl and I don't remember it. And so I wrote the song as if I was rewriting that situation to have been with a boy. And like I got to go with my crush, you know, like why not? I don't remember prom night. I don't remember it.
Sure.
You know, I'm 42. Like I was 16. I can't do math. But so why don't I just remember it?
Yeah.
Like as if I was out in high school and had this beautiful moment. And, you know, like, you know, my trans friends are going to be in the video and it's like, they didn't get to go to represent themselves the way they wanted to at prom. And so it's like, I think that there's something to be said about like having a gay prom song, which we don't have.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
We have gay icons who sing songs that are used at prom, but it's like, no, having a gay prom song, like literally like a song written by a gay man about being a gay man at prom. So I did that.
I mean, we have like Build a Prom, but that's not.
Build a Prom?
From the Prom.
From the Prom, the musical. Yes. Exactly.
Like,
yes, exactly.
But
it's
not
that.
A pop song.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's exactly correct.
Yeah.
That's exactly the spirit.
And it's such an important, I mean, it's really not that important of a night. I mean, we just don't.
We don't, at that time in our lives.
At the time it is. Like,
it's the most important thing.
In retrospect, it's like, but it's so nice to have ways to rewrite that story.
Yeah, exactly. Especially now later in life when you're like, oh, I'm going to tell you how unimportant that night is. I don't remember it.
Yeah.
That's how unimportant it is. So I'm going to re-remember it the way that I wish that it went. Perfect.
Good.
Great.
I'm excited.
I don't remember it. You'll like it.
I went with my gay boyfriend, although we weren't out to each other.
Oh.
But after we drank a lot and he was like not wanting to
do the thing.
I was like, oh, you're gayer than I am.
He was like, do you want to just like cuddle and watch a movie?
What, just Stephen Sondheim?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you talk a little bit about the process in creating this? I mean, again, a 15-track album. This is
long.
It's huge. A lot of albums are just like
12 seconds. I know. It was long. It took about over a year.
Yeah.
And I really set out. So the first song that I ever wrote was I Don't Remember It, which is coming out now, which is so cool. I'm very excited. It's like after the album, we're releasing the first song I wrote. And so I wrote this EP. I brought it into Republic Records, and Wendy Goldstein was like, "You've got it. Let's write a whole album." And I was really excited to work with Prince Fox and get a chance to just delve into that crazy mind of his and come up with all these fun sounds. And then when he came, once we landed on like the sonics of the song, it would immediately kind of warp me into a place in my life where I would then write from.
Yeah.
And it was a really fun process. And I loved the co-writers that I work with. Kate Morgan wrote the entire album with me. She's incredibly talented. And I got to work with, Bonnie McKee and Faraz and just like some really wonderful, talented people. Gino the Ghost. And it was Malia wrote Hotel Rock Bottom. And it's like having the ability to feel so safe in those rooms with some people who have done some really impressive things with their lives and careers was awesome. And they were so excited to work on the project because they were like, it doesn't sound like anything else. And we love that. And and that's something I'm very proud of. It's like, that was my big thing. I was like, I don't want my voice to sound like anyone else. I want it to sound like me. And I don't need this album to sound like everything else. I want it to sound like my dream, which is space dance rock pop. Like I was like, more space sounds, please. Please. And it was like, and it's like, it's hard to do. Like, listen, we're breaking a new artist at this stage in my life who's this gay during this administration, who doesn't want to sound like anybody else and who wants to break the mold. Okay, easy. Sounds like it's going to be an overnight hit. But I'm really proud of what I did, and I'm really hoping that it will continue to open doors for other artists. I'm hoping especially younger artists feel like they don't necessarily have to be hiding their sexuality when they come to their labels. I know. And there's, like you have these young guys like 18, 19, 20 who like show up and they're like, yeah, I'm straight. And it's like, okay. All right. Show, if the record industry was different, would you show up and say I'm straight? Like, that's the question I just want to pose to you. But the record industry isn't different. So it's how are you going to change the industry overnight? You're not going to. But I am in a fortunate position where everyone already knows that I'm the gayest person on the planet. So I don't have to have those conversations. I just walk in and say, I love dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? I am a cocksucker. And they're like, we know. And I'm like, great. So I'm going to make a gay ass song.
That's the French version.
Yes, the cocksucker.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a gay ass song. I'm going to call it Boys. And I'm going to be in literally no clothing, twerking with a bunch of OnlyFans models in the video.
Yeah. Yes, as you are. And it's a really, really fun video.
Thank you.
So you reclaim in that video the space of the locker room.
I do. Yes.
And
for the gays.
Yes. And this very hyper masculine space.
Yes.
With a little kind of queer femme representation.
Yes.
And I would love for you to talk a little bit more about kind of really celebrating that queer femme energy.
Yes. I would love to. Thank you.
Yes.
Because I do feel, it's very interesting. Really gay men like me go into that locker room and the clothes come off, and then all of a sudden we have to butch it up to attract other men.
Yes.
Which I think is very weird and interesting, right? Because I go in there looking like this.
Right.
And then I take my clothes off and I'm still looking like this because I've got makeup on my face and like it'll smear. And that's why like in the music video, I was like, I need to have makeup running down my eyes because when I go into the steam room, that's what happens to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's not necessarily like it's not acceptable. You're not gonna like get a boyfriend doing that in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna like be successul for your endeavors for the day unless you really butch it up. And I think that's so interesting to watch these really queer, very effeminate men like get into their towels and be like, "Yo, bro, what's good?" And it's like, "Whoa, what? Where is that? Where is that thing where we're not allowed to be like overtly queer or overtly femme?" In those settings. Like we're still propagating that stereotype from when we were beaten in the locker rooms in high school when they were like, butch it up fat. I just watched Boots, which is the best TV show I've ever seen in my life.
It's so good.
And it's like that mentality of like, well, why are you hard like, like butch it up. We're in the locker room. Even if you're in there to have sex with another man, you still have to be masculine presented. You cannot be effeminate in those settings. And so I wanted to reclaim that space for the queer femboys, to like re-own Power Bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we do most of the work, bitch. Do you know what I'm saying?
You've called it a Power Bottom anthem.
It is a Power Bottom anthem. Like, why are we shaming Power Bottoms? Like, You tops need them.
I mean,
we serve a purpose in the community.
it's in the name. Power is in the name.
Bottom.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, so that was my thing. I was in the locker room and I was beating my face in the gym, which also I've never seen anyone else do. Yeah. Ever in my life have I seen another man in the gym in a towel putting on a full face of makeup and like a lash and a lip. I do it all the time. And I was literally listening to boys and I was like, this is so funny because I'm watching all these men who I know are going to have little tiny shorts and like little nipple things, and like they're gonna walk out of here looking like queers in the loveliest sense of the word. But who are just like, yo, what's up, everybody? Like, how you doing? Like, great workout session. And I'm like, why are you doing that?
So I really don't know this gym culture.
It is really weird. It's bizarre.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Would you talk a little bit about how that maybe resonates out in the world?
Do you feel like that with your nails? When you used to have your nails? Yeah. Were you like embarrassed of your nails?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, especially at the gym.
Yes, especially at the gym. Wow. Yeah, my stylist model, he has really long nails. He has Cynthia Erivo nails. Sometimes, not right now.
Sometimes.
But yes, like it's like at the gym, you're like, why is that embarrassing? Why is that embarrassing?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Shouldn't be embarrassing.
No, not at all.
It's how we are.
Yeah.
In the real world, it's fine in the real world. We go into the gym, all of a sudden we're like, I have nail polish on. That's so weird. What a weird space to have nail polish at the gym. Like, why are we self-hating gays still? It's weird.
It is weird.
I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either.
I don't prescribe to it.
But I wonder, like, did that happen to you outside of the gym also for the way that you present? Or have you...
Yes.
Would you talk a little bit about, like, maybe being on apps or what that was like
to
try to
sure.
date, to try to date?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So yes, I often would get like your two femme on apps because I wouldn't misrepresent myself because I didn't really feel like that was, again, like
they're gonna figure it out.
They're gonna figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I just put what I am. Like I was never like verse. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, no, we're not. We know if I'm on this app, it's not because I'm verse. Like shut up. But I came out later in life. Like I came out at 21 years old. And even at that point, like I was not all this jazz.
Yeah.
I didn't wear makeup. I didn't know what makeup was. I started to discover my makeup obsession when I joined Mamma Mia on Broadway. Yeah. And so that was 21 years old. 22. I was 22. And then I started to understand. And like not even until like recently, like joining the board of GLAAD, did I understand what I actually was doing, which was that my gender identity and my gender expression are different.
Yes.
Right? Like I identify as male, like I am a cis male. However, my gender expression exists in the realm of female. Very much. And I still identify as male. But I love to play with makeup and I love to wear heels and I love to wear these beautiful colors and these more like provocative cuts. And so now I understand what is the incongruity, which my gender expression does not match my gender identity. Right. The way society sees that. And for many people that is confusing and they don't understand that. Yeah. And not that I'm forced to, but I feel the pressure to align my gender expression more with my gender identity. And when I choose to do the opposite, it was difficult in the beginning. Yeah. Now it is less so. But I do think that's what's happening in the gym. I do.
Yeah. Well, that was really good insight because I had
Thanks.
no
I don't
idea
even know why I did it either.
What
so
goes
great.
on in male locker rooms.
Well, now you do. Just go watch Boys. Available anywhere you stream your porn.
Yes. Well, we have to talk about the name of the album, the title song.
Oh, yes, please.
Which is a song about the darkest time in your life.
Yeah, sure.
Where you hit rock bottom.
Yep.
At a hotel in London.
Yep.
Yes. And you are now,
8 years
after
old.
having gone through that sober. Would you talk a little bit about what brought you to that and what it feels like to be now thriving in your sobriety?
Yeah. Well, it's very crazy to think that in that hotel room there was another choice, right? Like there was the choice to get the out, check out, and then go check into rehab, and then there was the choice to literally die there. Yeah. Just stay there and die. And when I reflect back on that, obviously I'm so grateful that I made that choice. But there are always the part of me that still can't fathom that there was a real option for the other one. You know, like it really almost happened, you know, like I almost wasn't here.
I'm sorry.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tracy. And it's like, and even like, you know, like thriving in sobriety, right? I get a daily reprieve from my disease. It's every day. So if I'm not on the beam on any particular day, like it can be just as hard as that. You know, like I can like sometimes like, and the cool thing about where I am in my sobriety and where I am thriving is that I have smart feet, right? If I get triggered, if there's a situation that makes me want to drink or use, I pick up a phone now instead of picking up that drink or that drug. And I call someone who's sober. I call my sponsor. I call my sponsee. I call my friends. I call anybody that I can say, hey, I'm not in a good place right now. And I looked at that tray of champagne and it looked like a good idea.
Yeah.
And I tell on myself. And as soon as that action happens, it's like the whole narrative unravels and I feel better again. So it's like thriving in sobriety doesn't mean that it's easy. And I would like to tell everybody that's listening to this and is struggling with either staying sober or with getting sober. Like being sober doesn't mean life is perfect. Being sober means you do life on life's terms. And that means that sometimes it's hard.
It's hard.
And sometimes it's just as dark as when you were drinking and using. The only difference is you have more senses about you and you have more experience to make you choose life.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, like in that hotel room in London, like I can't believe I chose life. Let me say that. There was no reason for me to choose life because I was so gone with the drugs and the using and the depression and the like, I didn't want to live. I didn't want to live. I had no desire to live anymore. So the fact that I chose life, that's the miracle that I wanted to commemorate in that song and give others hope that they could also make that choice. Nowadays, when things are dark, it's way more likely I'm going to choose life, right? Because I've had this beautiful life for the past 8 years. I've rekindled the relationships. I've rebuilt the bridges that I had burned. So I have a lot more going for me. I have a husband. I have a dog. I have a career. You know, like there's way more likelihood that I'm going to say, you know what, that champagne's not going to be worth it because I've got more wherewithal and more sobriety under my belt. But it's still a daily reprieve, So like today I'm sober, thank God. I got to wake up, I got to do it all over again tomorrow. One day at a time.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
Keep working it.
I will. Yeah, it works if you work it.
It works if you work it.
Yay!
My best friend is sober. And
oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, they need you.
Yeah. So sometimes I go to meetings with him.
Oh, good. It's beautiful. And it's so great to have sober support.
Yeah.
And it's like, listen, my family has come to meetings with me.
Yeah.
My sister once at a meeting was so overwhelmed. It was one of my birthdays that she was like, I'm bringing food next week for everybody. She was like, they were like, we need a volunteer to set up the chairs. She was like, me, I'll do it. Right? They were like, okay, so setting up chairs next week, Ariana Grande. Will anyone else be available to bring orange juice? She was like, me!
Can you imagine?
I'll bring the orange juice. Like, okay, chairs and juice, Ariana Grande.
Coffee.
It was amazing.
Coffee,
me.
What other commitments?
Donuts, me. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
I love it.
It was so awesome.
The library, all the jobs. Yeah. Oh, that's...
She's like, a sponsor is a person who helps you go through the 12 steps of... Anyway, it's fine.
I love that. Well, I'm glad that you made that decision that you did and that you're here and just being incredible and fabulous and also inspiring other people. And I wonder, you've been really open about your sobriety journey. Would you talk a little bit about what kind of feedback you've gotten from people who've been inspired by that?
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, recently, so I think the best part about doing Rocky Horror was that at the end of every show, I got to do a meet and greet. And I got to stand there for like an hour after the show and meet like whatever 100 people decided to stay. And they would get to share their stories with me of how I've changed their lives or how I've affected them or how the album has changed their life or how it's affected them. And I don't think I've had that connection in a while. Like, I haven't been someplace where I could have a meet and greet with the fans.
Yeah.
And it's been so nice to have that interaction. And, you know, the guy who's doing my security there during the meet and greet, he said to me, you know what's so beautiful about your fans? And I was like, what? And he was like, your fans are underdogs. And I was like,
yeah.
holy God. It like knocked the wind out of me, because I was like, yes, like, yeah. And as queerdos, like, we are the underdogs, especially today. And it's like, so I got to hear from some of my fans about how, like, you know, me being so honest about my struggles and my identity and my reality made them feel a little bit less like an underdog for that day.
Yeah.
And more like maybe they can be, you know, the superhero of their own story. And I was like, whoa. And like, those are the things that, you know, because it's hard, right? This industry is tough. It is hard. It's hard to suit up and show up every day for sobriety, let alone then you have to deal with your agents, and you have to deal with your managers, and you have to deal with the record labels, and you have to deal with, you know, like typecasting, and you have to deal with, you know, people being like, oh, well, you're in the wrong state, and whatever it is.
Right.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And then you get to have those moments where you see how your work and your art is changing people's lives, and you're like, well, it's all worth it. It's all worth it. It is all worth it. And so I'm excited. I'm going on tour. I'm going on tour with Alyssa Edwards and with Corey King. We're doing the Sleigh Ride tour. I don't know when this comes out, but
when does it kick off?
It's gonna December 4th at Beaches Tropicana here in LA.
Oh, I need to be there.
You have to be there.
Yeah, I need to be there.
But I'm doing a meet and greet after the show. And I'm so excited.
Good.
I'm so excited because I get to go to like Louisville, and I get to go into Dallas, and I get to go to Austin, and we're going into red states on purpose.
I've spoken, do you know who Fortune Feimster is?
Yes, I love Fortune.
Lesbian comic.
I love Fortune. She's a Big Brother fan. Big Brother fan. That's how we met.
I could see that.
Yeah.
She has talked about why she deliberately books red states. And says that sometimes it's the only gay person they know that they're seeing.
Yep, exactly. And so having me, Alyssa, and Corey go in to these places and, you know, basically just be like, we're doing a Christmas show, and it's like, and I'll do my own music as well. But it's like, listen, if your family sucks, just come be with us.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's fine. And they get to be themselves. And I'm bringing my conservative in-law family is going to come see me in Austin. Oh. And I can't wait. I'm so excited about it.
Talk to me about that. Your conservative in-laws. Somebody asked me this. Actually, it was Evan Ross Katz asked me how I deal with. He's incredible.
Yeah.
How I deal with the conservative people in my life, and I'm like, I'm a little bit of a hard liner.
Yeah, sure.
But when it's your in-laws,
yes, it's a different thing because it's not your, you know, blood, but it's my husband's blood. So it's like as close to it, basically. No difference. I also love his family so much. Yeah. And, you know, it was very difficult during the election. It was difficult during COVID. Vaccines was a big talking point. And I was like, guys, I can't believe we're having this conversation. Like, what the hell are we talking about? But I, as a person and a giver of, you know, love and light and a people pleaser, am able to say, let's not talk about politics and see how the day goes. And they're wonderful people. And it's just so crazy to me to see like how they came to our wedding. You know, they watched the gayest man on earth marry their, you know, brother or their son or their child or their cousin or whatever the hell it was. And it was like, they came. Yeah. And they supported us, and it was beautiful. And it's like, you know what? If you can, the same thing with religion, man. Like there is just like, you have to ask. This is what you have to ask. I don't know how I'm getting so philosophical, but you have to ask, what does Donald Trump? Let's just call him that. What does Donald Trump? Yeah. What does Donald Trump serve? What purpose does he serve in their life that makes them so devoted to him? What does the Roman Catholic Church, what purpose does it serve in these people's lives that make them so devoted to the church, to the institution of the church? And the answer is, it makes them feel less alone. Yeah. It makes them feel like they're being spoken to. It makes them feel like they're being addressed. It makes them feel like they can get absolution for their sins by being a part of it. MAGA people, I'm sorry to say it, you're not great people. Do you know what I'm saying? You're just not great people. But If you
heard it
pledge
from
your
Frankie Grande.
undying allegiance
Yeah.
to the head worst person on the planet, you get absolution for your sins.
Yes.
Because you're like, you know what? We love to say the word fat. And we love to call people the N-word. And we're just, and we love to say that, like gay marriage shouldn't go through. Those are not redeeming qualities. But when your leader thinks that too, and worse, well, then you're fine. You're absolved. Then you can do all those horrible, terrible things.
And you think you're on the right side.
Then you think you're on the right side.
Yeah.
And so I think it's about what do people, and I didn't just call my family like horrible people. I mean, I kind of did. But they know that I love them and that we're never going to agree on this point. So this is not surprising to anyone.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, we don't have the same values, but you need to know like, if this comes up, we exit. The night is over. Like we're just not going to, we're not talking about it. There's a hard line.
That is a very good.
If you get a hard line, then I get a hard line. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a hard line. We're not talking about it. And if it comes up, that's your fault. And I'm gone.
Yeah.
Then you've ruined Christmas. And it's on your shoulders. And then you have to stay on the right side of that line.
Right.
Because I do. And honestly, I love them. I think they're wonderful people. It's crazy how our values are so different. But we get along. And it's great. And I love them. I fucking love them. And I'm so excited to bring them to a gay bar.
Yes.
Can't wait. And you know what? How do you change someone's mind from the other side of a divide? You can't.
It's true.
You have to slowly bring them over to your line, and you might have to step in, cross to theirs to have these meaningful conversations. And when you feel safe, you say, "Can we have a conversation about this?"
Yeah.
And then you're like, "If it gets intense, we're going to stop." But I would love to talk to you about whatever Prop 36. I don't know.
You just made up a new prop.
I made a new one. Jesus Christ.
We'll have to make it a good one.
Yeah.
I want to ask you if you feel any pressure being Ariana Grande's brother, in terms of what people expect of you in terms of performance.
Yes, it's not fair.
It isn't fair because
it's not fair. She's the greatest live vocalist of our generation.
But you were doing it before.
Yes. No, I was.
Yeah.
But it's
and
correct. She's the greatest.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the best singer in the world.
Yes.
So it is interesting, like to put out an album related to one of the greatest vocalists of all time, there's already going to be a tremendous amount of pressure.
Yeah.
And that was what I said when I dropped the album. It wasn't like the good things are great, right? When people say good things about your work and compliment you, and when Billboard says, he proved that why he's like, his last name is Grande or whatever it was, like whatever they said about my voice, very, very nice.
Yeah.
But it's like almost better than the positive things are the fact that there was very little naysayers. There were no, because listen, I know I'm an easy target. I make myself an easy target. Like I am an easy target. Yeah. I am so gay. Like I am in the front. Like if there's a military rank or whatever, I'm the first one into battle that dies in the first 42 seconds because I'm a shield, right? Yeah. Like I'm so gay. Yeah. People fire arrows at me and slingshots at me, so it doesn't hit the guy behind me. I know that. And so when dropping this album, I'm like, oh, they are going to come for me. These bitches are going to come for me. And they didn't. And they didn't
I love that.
Because the project has integrity. It's good.
It's really good.
It's good.
Yeah.
And I can say that, without, sounding like an asshole. Like, it's a good record. It's a great record.
Yes.
And so that was it. I was like, oh, wow. And that's where I measured my success. Obviously the good things are so wonderful, but the fact that I didn't become a meme was like amazing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Coming from someone who has become a meme.
Oh, no, I'm a meme. I know I'm a meme, but usually I'm a meme on purpose. I meant like a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Like that you're a meme, I'm a meme. We're both memes. But like usually it's like I'm very well aware that I will be a meme. Like in my outfit later, I'm going to be a meme. I can't wait to see what you all say. I can't wait to see it and be like, oh, when you dropped a tissue and decided to wear it to an award show instead of blowing your nose. Great. Make it a meme.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
That's going to be good though.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what that looks like.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of kind of pressure as a brother.
Yeah.
So you were on the Wicked tour and you see your sister kind of working her whole body off and promoting this incredible film in which she is just a killer. There's a lot of slings and arrows at her for various reasons. And then literally in Singapore, somebody jumped out at her.
Yeah.
And I wonder, would you talk a little bit about being her big brother and wanting to protect her?
Oof. It's really, I am Cynthia in that moment. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I was there, I would have been arrested. If I was I was on the other side of the barricade, so I was on the same side as where that guy was. So I wasn't able to get to Ariana in any sort of quick way. I would have been murdered. But I'd be in jail right now if I was on that side.
Yeah,
because I am her big brother in that way, and all I want to do is protect her. And it's just, in that moment when something scary like that happens, I just, I freeze, I panic. I don't know that I don't know that I want to get good at it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know that that's a thing where it's like we should practice this. Like no, let's not ever again.
Because you don't want that to have to be the case,
right?
Yeah.
But it is like it was a scary moment for me. I was definitely very triggered from other stuff in our past, and I was just like, what's going on? But then as soon as I saw her smiling and interacting and like really bounce right back into it, I was at peace.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, she's doing okay, and I don't want to run out there and like be like, are you okay?
And
yes.
Rehash
so I'm just like, I was watching. I just paced her the whole way. I had my eyes on her the whole way. Got her, I got my mother on FaceTime, and I was like, look, there's your daughter. She's totally fine because she's watching it.
Of course.
Real time. Everyone's watching it. Everyone knew. Like 2 seconds after it happened, the whole world knew. And so it was like, it's just like we got together as a family, and listen, everyone knows that we have each other's back forever and ever and ever. I really hope that that people stop doing shit like this. I just think
attention.
It's just for attention, and you don't realize the ramification of like your actions. You know what I'm saying? Like the ripple effects of what you do, like what our family has gone through, will go through as a result of your actions. So like, maybe chill out.
Find another way to make your 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just So I appreciate you asking, and like we're all good now. We're all very good.
Yeah.
We're all well, but it was a scary moment for
Thank
me
you.
personally. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was like, get your hands on my sister.
Yeah, I'd be like,
okay, good.
Yeah.
I was whoa.
I was glad Cynthia was like right.
Thank God.
She was
right there.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Hiya. Good.
Yeah, no messing with that.
But yes, I'm glad I wasn't there because I'd be in jail.
Yeah.
I would be in jail.
We don't want that.
I'd be a gay man in a Singaporean jail. I think I'm allowed to be gay there. No, I'm allowed to be gay.
Yeah. But
I just can't get married.
Jail
no
is
gay marriage.
Jail in general.
But they decriminalized homosexuality in Singapore. They did do that.
Which is
but
good.
They did not legalize gay marriage in Singapore. Got it. So, I look it up before I go. I just don't want to like get arrested as I walk off the plane. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Because I'm like, I will be arrested. Like if I go to Dubai, I'm gonna get arrested.
You're done.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're gonna know. They're not gonna be like, I wonder about him. Like they know. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm gone. I'm done.
I know.
I want to go swim in that really big pool. Do you know what I'm saying on TikTok? I want to go. I want to go see the big malls. I do. But like I also don't want to spend the rest of my life in a jail there. So
no.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want that for you.
Because I'm wearing mascara. You know?
No.
Yeah.
We'll keep you safe.
Thank you.
Speaking of the Grande family.
Yeah.
I heard Ariana on Amy Poehler's podcast, which was so fun.
She's the best.
Oh, it's so fun.
I know.
And she talked about your Nona.
I know,
and I'm so sorry
Nona.
about
Thank you.
The loss of your Nona.
Yeah.
And she said that one of her favorite moments of Nona was when you came out.
Yes, it's a great story.
I would love to hear your version.
Oh my God, my version is a little bit longer than Ari's. I'll tell you the full story. So I said to her, Nona says to me, I want to have a conversation with you about your sexuality. And I said, okay, Nona, like as long as it's going to be a conversation. She goes, it will, sit down. Okay. I don't think you're gay. And I was like, okay. And she goes, don't you like breasts? And I was like, sure. I mean, I think they're great. And she goes, my friends say that they love breasts. Me, I don't see what the appeal is, but they all love them. And I said, Nona, are these your straight friends? And she goes, yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I don't want anybody pulling anything up your ass. And I said, Nona, I don't have to do that. Like, with my delusion thinking I would be a top one day. And she was like,
I have options.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I got options. Mm-hmm. She goes, what are you going to do? Give a blowjob for the rest of your life? A blowjob is bip, 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 and it's over. Believe me, I've been around and I know.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you.
The best. And then Grandpa was the one that when they continued to have the debate with me sitting at the table, whether or not I was gay, the whole family, the full debate over, he's gay, no he isn't. He's gay, no he isn't. He's gay, no he isn't. Grandpa goes, everybody shut up. What are we going to do? Love him any less? Stop talking about it. And that was it. He ended the conversation.
I love
that. Isn't that amazing?
It's incredible.
My grandfather is the one that did that.
How beautiful that your family has your back like that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. It
was really cool.
Frankie, you are on the board of directors for GLAAD, which is incredibly important.
Yeah.
And, is a watchdog for media. Mm-hmm. And I know that you co-wrote a letter with Peppermint regarding representation in reality TV as an alumnus of Big Brother.
Yeah.
And you talked about there not being enough.
Yeah.
At the same time that we're seeing kind of more right-wing people on like Selling Sunset, et cetera.
Yeah.
Would you talk a little bit about the importance of queer media?
Yeah, sure. I mean, listen, it works the same way, right? Like for me as a contestant on a reality TV show, I walk into the room, I look for mirrors. Mm-hmm. I look for people that look like me. I look for people that are of my community. Mm-hmm. I look for people that I'm going to have an instant connection with because immediately that's someone I could potentially ally myself with and not get, immediately an enemy.
Right.
I didn't have that when I walked into Big Brother. And so I code switched as fast as humanly possible to find allies that I could work with in the game. And I broed myself up and I made friends with, the Republicans and with the conservatives. And I just did it because I wanted to get to the end of the game and I wanted to live. And so I was making ridiculous jokes and, like things I would never do in real life. But I needed to in order to get through. And the only reason I did is because there was no queer representation in that world, right? Yeah. Conversely, as the game went on, I started to be much, much more myself and started to truly allow my Frankie gay flag to fly proud and be even gayer in certain situations. And by the end of the show, I was like fully myself. Like everyone, I came out about who I was just like, blah, blah, blah. There's no point. I was basically having sex with a straight man on the show. Like it was very confusing, but I was me. Like first 30 days, not really me. The end of it, pretty much me. And so I saw people come up to me and say, I watched my dad root for you on Big Brother. Yeah. And that's when I came out to my father. Because I said, if you are rooting for Frankie, maybe you'll root for me. And it's just like moments like that are just so, I'll never forget those moments. That actually happened in a theme park in Florida. And I literally was like, what? So I know the power of representation in media firsthand. I've heard it and I've seen it. And I just want, when I walk into the Big Brother house the next time, to be like, oh my God, there's 4 gay people. Like, I just want that so badly. So I've never had that experience. I've always only been the one, and the 3 times that I've played on both sides of the pond. And it's just like, and it's like, even on Traitors, it's like, I feel bad for the girls that are immediately, like Peppermint, or even like Bob. It's like, who are like immediately targeted because they're other, because they don't look like everyone else. Like, no one knows what a drag queen is. No one knows what a trans woman is. Like, in these casts, they're just, it's all, mostly straight people. There are queers on Traitors. Actually does a decent job, but it's still different when you are, a trans Black woman. I'm speaking now about Peppermint's experience. So I'm, this is not me talking about mine, but it is in the letter. So I want to talk about it and just be like, listen, it's like, it's hard to have just one because they're gonna, if you prescribe to tokenism, like that's the easy first vote out. It's the easy first vote out.
Right.
Because you're like, they're different. And we're back to like 100 years ago.
Right. And those games are about conforming.
Yes, conforming, about finding allies, about immediately in a room full of strangers, who do you want to work with? Go.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that person doesn't look like me, and I actually don't really understand their life at all.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna continue to other them, and it's hard.
Yeah.
So. The Challenge does a great job. Love The Challenge. There's like 85,000 gay people. I'm like, this is amazing. They celebrate Pride. There's like 80 million gay people. They're all hooking up. It's great.
Love it.
And so like that's the kind of representation that we need.
Yeah.
And I love that MTV is the one that's like, not afraid to do it. Obviously, well, they have Drag Race as well. It's
Right.
like, so there's people doing it well. But unfortunately, Middle America really is watching CBS, and I really need CBS to just like step up their game when it comes to representation on their reality TV shows, because it really does change lives. And if you they always want there to be a relationship on Big Brother, right? They want people to fall in love. They want to have kids. Imagine if it was two men.
Yeah.
Holy crap! How that could change the
incredible.
world. How that power could change the world.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason I was able to quote unquote hook up with a man in the house is because he didn't identify as gay. So like my season broke the mold in so many ways.
A tale as old as time.
A tale as old as time. Yeah.
So I have two little things that I need to do with you. One is I have to ask you what you're holding space for today, this week.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to follow sponsor direction. And I'm going to say that today, this week, this month, I'm going to try to hold space for myself.
Yes.
Because I don't do that.
And you took 5 days off.
I took 5 days off.
Yep.
So I'm going to try.
Good.
I'm going to try to continue to hold space for myself and stop depleting my tank and running on empty, trying to help everyone else in the world while I am screaming on the inside.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a break.
Good.
I'm going to hold space for me. That's what I'm going to do.
Good.
Yeah.
This is a game.
I love a game.
It's a quick one.
I'm a game.
I know. I know you're competitive. And
Yes, I am. Oh my God. It's a competitive game?
It's not really. No, it's called. It's not. But I know you're competitive.
I am so competitive. It's the worst.
I wanted to play a game with you.
Thumb war? No. It's okay. Not with my text and thumb. This is how I make money.
No. Yeah. We can't injure that. But anyway. So this is a game called Hold or Drop. So in this, we have all musicals.
Oh my God.
So we're actually going to do three things. You're going to hold on to one that you love or that is meaningful to you. You're going to drop one that you just don't care about. And you're going to give one to me that you think that I might need or love.
Marry, kill. Got it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So it's just, you can just pick three.
Hold, drop, and then give.
Give, yeah.
Hold, drop, give.
Yeah.
And they're musicals.
Yes.
Okay, hold, drop. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, I love it. No. Oh, see, the problem is it's my oh God. Oh my God.
Oh.
Okay.
I love this reaction.
Yes. Okay, so Phantom of the Opera.
Yes.
I saw 10 times by the time I was 10 years old. So my mother's favorite musical. So I'm just going to say that. Gypsy, I mean,
you got some
everything's coming up rose. I mean, I was in it in high school.
Okay.
Have very fond memories of that play. I didn't see Audra do it. I know.
I did see her do the Tonys number.
Oh yeah,
I was at the rehearsal,
which
was
wild.
incredible.
She was wild. It was amazing.
Yeah,
I'm so mad at
Rose's
it.
turn. Yeah.
And In the Heights, I think is probably one of my favorites, like ever.
Ooh, so this is a real Sophie's Choice.
Yes, it's a real Sophie's Choice today. Okay. And I do think, I know controversially, In the Heights is still Lin-Manuel's best musical. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I think that's fine to say. It's an incredible musical.
I still think In the Heights is his best work.
And also that film by John M. Chu.
Oh my God, was that delightful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Incredible.
Okay, so I'm going to drop Gypsy.
Okay.
I'm going to hold In the Heights, and I'm going to gift you with my favorite musical of all time and my mother's favorite musical of all time, which is The Phantom of the
Frankie.
Opera.
I'm a big Phantom fan, so thank you so much.
Yay!
Thank
It's
you.
the best day of my life.
Frankie.
Yes.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on all platforms at Frankie J. Grande. I too have a middle initial.
Love it.
Yes, all platforms. So find me anywhere, and you can stream my music anywhere you stream your music.
Thank you. Thank you so much for holding space with me. You can follow me at Tracy E. Gilchrist on Instagram, TikTok, Substack, and Threads, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to Holding Space with Tracy E. Gilchrist. Holding Space with Tracy E. Gilchrist is a main character production, hosted by me, Tracy E. Gilchrist, produced by Joelle Del Stella, co-produced by Mason May, editing and sound by Nick Walker, and executive produced by Joelle Del Stella, Tracy E. Gilchrist,